Soulja Boy, he been canceled. He nobody cares, Soulja Boy.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, quick.
I felt really nervous, wondering if he was going to hurt me or if he was just making music. My heart was beating so fast as I walked up the stairs. I loved everything about it. It felt so good, like everything was just right. He handed me something and said, "Take this, you white." He seemed really into something, but honestly, I am not sure if I fully understood what was going on. I was trying to figure out if this was really him or just him after drinking. It wasn't like the usual Soulja Boy getting dragged and exposed, but this time Marlon Wayans took the lead, and let me tell you, it got messy. I know what you were thinking, what did Soulja do now? Because Big Draco is always making news for one reason or another. But this time, things really changed. The argument between Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy had been building for a while, with both of them throwing insults online. But instead of keeping it light, things got a lot more serious. Soulja went straight for the most sensitive point, and it did not help him at all. This was not just some regular teasing back and forth. He took it way too far and made it personal in the worst way. Instead of keeping the fight between him and Marlon, Soulja brought Marlon's transgender son into it. The way he did it was completely wrong. Big Draco went on X and posted something disrespectful about Marlon's son. He just put it out there with no filter, and if people were not already questioning him, this definitely made them do it. He did not stop there. Soulja kept going, posting screenshots of articles where Marlon openly supported his 23-year-old son, Kai. But that was just the start. Soulja continued, making sure to cause as much drama as he could. He even said, "Running in the family, Marlon Wayans? No wonder you like dressing up as a bee, it is in her blood." Seriously? He thought that was okay to say? He tried to turn Marlon's history of dressing up in drag for comedy into an insult, as if that made any sense. We all know Marlon has always done that for laughs. Marlon is a comedian, but one thing about him is that he does not let disrespect go without a response. He quickly went on X, wasting no time to clap back with the truth and some serious shade. He posted, "You know you can get cancelled for transphobic slander like this." And when someone mentions getting cancelled, you know they are serious. By this point, the internet was already blowing up, with people calling out Soulja for going too far. But the real question was, would Soulja double down or try to backtrack? We all know how Soulja Boy can be. Soulja Boy loves to play the victim when things don't go his way, but Marlon wasn't about to let that slide. He clapped back with a harsh reality check, posting, "Good thing for you, you don't actually have a career. It looks like you've been irrelevant for the last 17 years. Crank that came out in 2007, and we're still waiting for something new." But Marlon didn't stop there. He made sure the internet paid attention. He reposted Soulja's original tweet with a brutal caption, "If Soulja Boy had a career, he could actually get cancelled for this kind of slander." Luckily, he doesn't. That one really hit hard, and the truth is, it wasn't wrong. Soulja Boy hasn't been truly relevant since 2007. Let's be honest, he's been trying desperately to stay in the spotlight for years. He constantly reminds everyone that he started the internet wave and created viral hits, but when was the last time he dropped a song that people actually cared about? Exactly, nobody knows, and to be real, nobody really cares. He's been riding on nostalgia for a long time, and whenever his name comes up, it's usually about drama, not music. By the next day, it was obvious that Big Draco realized he had messed up. He went quiet, probably hoping the whole thing would blow over. But the internet never forgets, and Marlon made sure this was one L that Soulja Boy couldn't just brush off. He quickly went back to X and deleted all those wild posts, trying to pretend like they never happened. But by then, the damage had already been done. Then, in a weak attempt to fix things, he posted a half-hearted apology. "I apologize for crashing out. I just try to defend myself, but sometimes I go too far. Back to the music and TV shows, love y'all." But honestly, no one really believed it. Because right after that, he tried to blame Marlon, saying he came for him first in an interview. So, was it really an apology, or just him making excuses? That apology seemed like a weak excuse because, from where we are looking, it looked like he was just trying to fix things. Now, if you are wondering how we even got here, let's go back a little bit. This drama started in January when Marlon Wayans was on 101.1 WHZ talking about Soulja performing at one of Trump's events. Marlon did not hold back at all. He laughed and said, "Soulja, you have been cancelled." And that right there is what made Soulja Boy lose it. Marlon was not just joking about Soulja, it really got to him. Boy, Soulja really turned this into a full-blown drama. It all started when Marlon joked about Soulja probably chasing a check and not realizing he was performing at a Trump event until it was too late. You already know Soulja Boy's ego is huge, so when he caught wind of that, he lost it. The first thing he did was jump on X, ready to fight back, and went straight for the insults. He posted, "Marlon, you're not funny. Just be quiet and keep doing what you're doing." He was clearly upset, but honestly, it felt like he took it too far. That just made things worse for him. Marlon could have let it go and taken the high road, but instead, he went straight for the attack. He fired back with, "You are just a little boy, go sit down and act right." After that, there was no stopping him. Marlon turned the whole situation into his own comedy show, with Soulja as the main joke. He started posting pictures, making fun of everything Soulja did. First, he shared a picture of Soulja hugging another guy, with the caption, "I am sorry, what did Soulja Boy say now?" It was clear that Marlon was not holding back at all. Marlon didn't hold back. He kept going and dug up some old receipts, even posting a direct message from 2017 where Soulja Boy was practically begging him to promote his Netflix movie, Naked. It's funny how people talk tough online, only to be reminded that they were once asking for favors behind the scenes. But Marlon wasn't done yet. He took things even further. He zoomed in on a picture of Soulja Boy's teeth and called him out, saying, "Tell me Soulja Boy didn't smoke crack. Look at the burns on his lips, and his teeth look like they're saying, 'I'll suck your.'" It was brutal. Marlon really went all in this time, and at that point, there was nothing Soulja Boy could do. Realizing he had no way to respond, Soulja quickly deleted all of his posts. As a last-ditch effort to save himself from total embarrassment, he reshared one of Marlon's tweets and simply wrote, "This actually made me laugh." But let's be real, that laugh was the kind someone lets out when they've been completely roasted and have no comeback. Just like that, Soulja tapped out. The truth is, Marlon didn't say anything people hadn't already heard before. All he did was bring attention to things that had been rumored for years. If you've been paying attention, you already know the kind of stories people have been whispering about Soulja Boy for a long time. Marlon just made sure everyone saw them loud and clear. Boy, it looks like Soulja might be playing both sides. This is not the first time someone has suggested that he might be double-dipping. Remember that guy, William? The one who showed up on Tasha K's Messy podcast? He clearly said that he and Soulja Boy had a crazy night together at an event. According to him, Soulja was all about the drama when no one was watching. Then there is Vivica A. Fox, a real legend in the game, who had people questioning Soulja years ago. Do you all remember when she mentioned that XXL cover with Soulja Boy and 50 Cent? Vivica A. Fox mentioned that the picture with Soulja Boy and 50 Cent gave off strong DL energy, like there was more happening than people could see. In this messy industry, news travels fast. Rappers love to act like they're the biggest players, but behind the scenes, it is a completely different story. So when Marlon made that little jab, he did not really expose Soulja. He just pointed out what people have already been talking about. Now, we need to ask, do you think Marlon went too far, or was Soulja asking for it? Is Soulja Boy really finished, or does he still have some influence left? And the real question is, why do these older rappers keep having beef on the internet when they are almost 40? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the next video on your screen.